Hello viewers, Nazi Jaroslav Hunka, who received standing ovation in Canadian Parliament in presence of Zelensky and Justin Trudeau, called Zelensky a worthy follower of the ideals for which we stood to the last. We of course means the Nazis. From the war zone in north towards Serebryansky forestry and west of Kryminaya, fight is on. The Russian army advanced further, though very small, in Kupyansk sector. Noticing these trends, ISW has commented that the Russians have reduced their intensity in their operation on Kupyansk-Swatovo-Crimea line. In rest of Kharkov front, positional battle is continuing while using heavy artillery, UAVs as well as missiles. In east in Siversky region, Ukrainians are concentrating forces which can be used in adjacent north as well as towards Soledar direction in south. Towards Krasnogorovka sector, Russian army made small gains. In Klishivka, heavy Ukrainian offensive continuing. On Avdiivka front, Russian army made some small gains, but this gain is important for them as they made it after long time. In south on Kherson front, Ukrainians are amassing reinforcements from Zaporozhye Kherson side as well as from the western bank of Dnieper river through boats. On Zaporozhye front towards Rabotino, Verbov, severe battle is on. The Ukrainians have opened a new front west of Rabotino, that is towards Tapani, trying to manage a breakthrough. They are also trying a breakthrough towards Novoprokhovka direction, and this time they are using armored vehicles as well in addition to artillery. Nothing to report on Remivka salient. Ukrainians are shelling heavily in Belgorod region. Their reconnaissance group also attempted to enter Belgorod at Staro-Sali border. However, they did not succeed. Russian Defense Ministry claims that they destroyed 11 Ukrainian drones during night over Kaluga and also over Kursk region, which were almost 10 drones. Russians too continued shelling on Ukrainian ports in the rear, which included areas of concentration, ammunition storages, breaches through UAVs and even using missiles. To sum up from the war zones, it can be seen that Ukrainians are trying their best to strengthen their position in Orikho section, as it seems there is little hope on Remivka salient in south. In east on Bakhmut front too, it can strengthen its position in and around Klishivka if it is able to capture a railway line, and by strengthening its position towards Andriivka and Kurdyumovka direction. If we talk about the initiative as to which side retains it, it is like playing table tennis. In short time it changes hands, as we have seen. As on today, however, we can say that Ukrainians hold initiative in Orikho sector and in southwest Bakhmut. In rest of the fronts, the Russians have the edge, though their movement or advancement in north has slowed down. Some other informations. Kazakh president while in Germany talked about compliance with sanction against Russians. This nonetheless the Kazakh is following to gain some western favor. Slovakia ex-Prime Minister Robert, who had promised not one round of ammunition will be sent to Kiev if elected, is leading the poll survey which is scheduled on 30 September. NATO Secretary General and Defense Ministers of France and Ukraine are in Kiev. What are they talking about? And especially after when they all met in UN General Assembly meetings? Are they talking about the preparation for the winter or for more aids? Or is there anything cooking up for the peace treaty, which I doubt, of course, but hope? Or are they talking how to contain the damage if war escalates beyond Ukrainian borders? Russian Defense Ministry has claimed that Russia will have an army of 3 million, quoting the enthusiastic volunteers to join army. Who is likely to win the war? I am not going to answer this, but I am sure the losers are the global citizens, were intelligent or not, actively participating for the war or against the war or not, and the winners are the war industries who are profiteering massively, not in millions but in billions. And that brings an end to my talk today, friends. See you tomorrow.